Welcome to Her Cancer, Our Story, a raw and honest podcast about facing stage 4 metastatic breast cancer as a couple.
All right, welcome to this week's episode. I'm Mike.
And I'm Kaela.
And this is our story.
I forgot.
You did. We're going to keep that in. You literally 4 seconds ago said, I'm going to be the one that says this is our story.
Listen, my face, my eyes caught my picture in the screen.
Wow, you're so vain. You're like, wow, I look so good. I distracted myself.
I look so
Look at you peacocking
tired.
around.
Do you see these eye circles if you're on video? Oh, it looks so bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What a good start.
we're also recording at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We're a little rusty. It's been a little while.
It has been, yeah.
We haven't recorded since we talked to Candace.
Yeah, and I mean, we haven't done one ourselves 2 weeks before that. So, yeah, it's been a while. So let's kind of start with that. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's our first week back at home after being gone for 11 days.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that, but that's always a little bit of a rough adjustment back, I think. Our summer is more than half over, and so that stinks. And we have lots of fun things to do left, but at the same time, I feel like we have no time left. So
yeah, it's going so fast.
I know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I know.
But it's okay.
But we're having fun. The kids are having a great time.
They are.
Well, speaking of fun and great times, you mentioned we were gone. We were away visiting your family for the 4th of July.
Yeah, so we always travel 4th of July week. We go back to west side of Cleveland. More further west than west side, but it's fine.
Not the west side of Cleveland.
I grew up on the west side, so it's still west of Cleveland. And I swear, everybody around here that I say, hey, I'm going to Cleveland, they always feel bad for me.
Well,
and
they should.
Stop it. And then I'm like, no. We have a cottage on Lake Erie. And they're still like, okay. So people don't really understand until they see pictures and video, which I'm sure you kind of understand that because you're from Pittsburgh. So until you really went to the cottage and spent time there, what was your first impression of I know you went to Erie, PA, but what did you think of when I first introduced you to Vermilion?
I don't really know what my initial thoughts were, but I do remember just being very pleasantly surprised at how beautiful the beaches are. And
now it's one of your favorite places.
It is, yeah.
So, so my grandma has a cottage on Lake Erie, in the perfect town and all of that, and perfect place for our kids to just, have some additional freedom that they wouldn't normally have. So we spend a week up there, and it's where we got married. This summer was nice because our kids are finally at an age where we can spend basically all day at the beach, if we wanted to. And so I feel like we didn't have to plan all these extra things to do. In the past we've had to, just because, Everett was so little. And then before that, Liam was little, and we just had to have other things to do to kind of break up the heat and the water and all the things. And I don't know, I felt like this summer was the first summer we could relax more while we were there.
Oh yeah. And Everett made it a lot easier too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let them run around even when we're at the beach.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. But what else do we do?
Well, while we were up there, speaking of photos,
yes,
we had a family photo shoot.
We did. So shout out to Eileen. She took our family photos when I was pregnant with Everett. And we loved them, and she was great. And the reason why we connected with her back then was because I wanted our maternity photos to be on Lake Erie in Linwood Park, at the beach. And so I somehow had found her. I can't even remember how, but I liked her style and everything. So we connected. She came out in the evening one night, and we did that. And then, you're not a big family photo guy, but you appreciate the fact that I like them.
Yeah.
But early on, when I was originally diagnosed, I had that panic mode of, we have no professional family photos with Everett involved. And that was something that I was like, we have to get this taken care of. We got to figure this out. And of course, then it was I want it figured out because I'm going to lose my hair and my body's going to look different. And it's not going to go back to normal for a few years. And then things changed. So then obviously metastatic diagnosis came into play, and then everything was kind of put on the back burner. But she reached out when I went public with my diagnosis and offered to gift us a session, which for anybody who gets family photos done, like they're not cheap, and for a good reason. Like it's a product that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of the work is done afterwards.
Absolutely.
I was beyond surprised at how long, like it was a full session. I thought it would be kind of like a mini, like maybe a couple pictures.
And I mean, I was happy with whatever she was willing to do. She lives about 10 minutes from where we are, so that helped. But I don't know, she had put out like sometime in the spring that she was booking her summer photos, and there was so much going on, and like I'd missed it. And then we kind of figured out for sure when we were going to be here. So I reached out to her and just basically said, like, if you can't make it work, it's okay. But she, just was like, no, absolutely. Here, can you do this date and this time? I was like, I will take whatever. So we were doing 8 a.m. And like you said, I had no expectation of how long it was going to be or what we were going to do. I was completely 100% letting her dictate everything because she was doing us such a huge favor, and offering her services to us. And so, I mean, I don't know, she was there for an hour.
Yeah.
And we walked all over, and she stepped on a dead fish.
She did.
And
a rotten, like with
just,
like bones sticking out.
She said something, but like
she's
she
like,
totally,
a fish.
She totally
just took it in stride.
Let it happen because she was walking backwards trying to capture us, and she gets so much credit. But she's so good with the kids, and I don't know, she makes you feel relaxed, and just she's so kind and nice. And then obviously like the quality of her photos are so good, but she's great. And I think, again, just the fact that she went out of her way to offer that to us. And I mean, yes, she did photos for us once before, but that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And almost 4 years ago, to be honest with you. And just like the generosity that she showed us is incredible. And so anybody who's in that area, I would highly recommend her. One, because she does such a phenomenal job. Two, though, like she just, kind of paying it forward. Like if you are looking for a new photographer, you've never gotten photos done, and you're looking for somebody, please, like, definitely reach out to her. She's great. But yeah, I mean, as far as the photo process goes, yeah, she was working with us for an hour, but the amount of time it takes to how many pictures did she snap that day, right?
So many.
Hundreds. And Everett was not easy.
No.
He has not been easy lately anyway. But you put a camera in his face, or he thinks that you're taking a photo of him, and he doesn't like it. Yeah, he's bad. And I brought 3 lollipops down. One kind of kept him like a little bit under control for a few minutes, and then he just didn't care.
Yeah.
So she did a great job. And then, the editing and all of that afterward. It's just a lot of time that she put in. And so we appreciate it more than she'll ever know.
Yeah. And speaking of pictures, you did put some of them up on the Instagram.
I did. And so. I mean, there's so many more that I want to post, but I'm just being a little careful with like what I put on our private page of our kids. There's some of their faces, or public page. Yeah, sorry. There's some of their faces, but I just don't want them out. Their faces put on there all the time.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, if you haven't seen our Instagram, obviously follow us. It's Her Cancer, Our Story.
Yep.
And you'll be able to see some really amazing pictures.
Yeah.
And I believe you tagged the photographer.
I did.
There. So if you're in the Cleveland area, look her up.
Yep. She's great.
Yeah. How was it looking at the pictures afterwards?
I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really was.
That's good.
I think, and like taking them, I was fine. I'm kind of surprised. Not the taking them part, I wasn't worried about. I didn't even like let myself think down that path at all. But then looking at them the other night, I was a little surprised just because I always struggle with like the come down from vacations and trips. And I don't know if we've really talked about that a whole lot, but I like go into a depression for several days. After holidays, after family vacations, after friend weekends, like I struggle, and I try not to make it like very obvious, but I just kind of have been down this week, I think, because like the come down from that is so hard for me. And I thought I would be more emotional, but I think it was just more like I was just grateful and I just loved them. And I mean, yeah, putting the post together, it was like a little sad. Like if you've read it, you can see why. And obviously, you know, like you're listening to our story and why we're doing this podcast. So the photos are so much more than just like, I don't know, capturing that day and that moment in time. It means way more to us. I often think about like the reason why I convinced you to get a videographer for our wedding is because I said like all of these people won't necessarily be around for years to come. Like I want our kids to see these people and like see how much we like loved all of them and like how much they loved us and how much of a great day it was. And like now I'm even more grateful that we did that because that video is like the best thing ever. And that's always going to be something we have. So as much as I know you don't love photos, like, and I know we take photos all the time, but there's just something different about somebody else capturing them in that way. So I kind of rambled there. Sorry.
No.
But how were you?
I mean, taking them out was who I was. I hate getting. It's not that I don't like taking my picture. It's just I don't like taking time out of my day to go do these like.
It was 1 hour.
No, I get it, but like, it was fine. Like, trust me, it was completely fine. But it's just not what I enjoy doing. And they always.
I'm rolling my eyes for anyone not watching video.
And they always make you stare into the sun. And
she did not make.
She actually did really good
about
it. She was really good about it. But oftentimes it's like, hey, let's take a picture. Oh, we got to look directly into the sun.
No, I don't think we looked into the sun one time.
I already said she did a great job. But every other time we take pictures, and then it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't.
We know, Mike. We know.
Sorry. I know. But then when you showed me them, when you sent the link after she sent them over, I got emotional.
Did you?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it just like it didn't hit the same way when you get like pictures done and you look at them like, oh my gosh, these are so nice. There's just a heaviness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's just like, is this the last time we have photos like this for all of us?
Yeah.
And, that was hard.
Yeah.
Like, kind of took a little bit of the joy away from it for me for a little bit, but obviously I was able to like bring it back around and enjoy what it was, and it was a wonderful, many wonderful moments caught on camera of our family.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if I'm making you sad now.
No, it's fine. I mean, I think like when I look back at, I don't know, I randomly was like looking at pictures of a couple of years ago, and it's just, we've talked about this before, but it's like that life was just different then. And I didn't have all of this heavy crap hanging over my head or your head or everybody's head like 24/7. So yeah, I think I get that part of it. It's a lot of, like, what am I going to look like in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years? Like, what is life going to look like? And it's unpredictable. And we can do a lot of like the what's going to happen and whatever, but I can't like live in that space. And we've talked a lot about that too.
Yeah.
I think I've been living there a little bit more than I have been this last week. Which we haven't really talked about, but I think I had some conversations on Monday night at support group that just, a lot of parallels to like what I'm going through is what somebody else is going through too. And I think it just brought it more to like the forefront of my mind, and just the fears that were expressed obviously like are also fears of mine, but it's just like I don't know, confirmation, I guess, that, this is still here.
Yeah.
And it still sucks.
Yeah.
So.
Like it would be so nice to just enjoy the pictures for what they were. And I don't know, just like, in general, it's still hard. Like I'll see people like when we're out and about, and it's like, wow, like this mom like isn't even worried about dying.
Yeah.
Like,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. it would, I don't know. I miss those days of not having to.
Yeah,
But
being a little naive.
Yeah.
And what? Not that, I don't know. It's just different.
Yeah.
It's different when it's right in your face all the time.
Yeah.
So.
But the pictures were great.
They were.
Vacation was great.
Yeah, we did a lot of fun things.
We did.
The water was nice. It wasn't too hot most of the time.
No,
I mean, it was hot, but
part,
not
4th of
terrible.
July was crazy hot. And then, it was fun. Eric learned how to ride a bike with training wheels.
He
loved it. So
He's
that's
obsessed.
all he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
Got lots of ice cream.
Oh, too much. I'm like done with ice cream.
I'm never done with ice cream. I'm good.
All right. Well, let's talk about some things. So we haven't really had like many health updates. One, because we haven't like recorded an episode about us lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've mentioned that some of the numbers were out a little while ago, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about what kind of like what you're dealing with right now, and maybe like walk us through what has been happening.
Yeah, so just a quick recap. Back in June, I had my PET scan, and it was good.
It was great.
It was great. We're very happy with it. Everything was going well. But that was also like a week or two before that was when my liver numbers kind of were spiking a bit. So we thought it was the Kisqali. They kept spiking. My oncologist took me then off the letrozole, which is the aromatase inhibitor, because she thought, okay, maybe that's some of it. I don't know. And Kisqali, like, numbers can spike for a while, and they can stay high for a while, even once you stop taking the drug. And I think that's what makes this all so confusing and frustrating, because some of these medications, it's not just going to go down immediately, but then it's like, well, what is it? And it's something I'm currently taking, like, causing this increase. So then they kept going up, and then I was getting blood work every week, but I felt fine. And then she consulted with GI before vacation.
Yeah, so at this point, it's like it was going on for like a month.
I mean, May to June.
Yeah.
And then, like end of June is when we left for vacation, or beginning of July. So then she consulted with...
Real quick, before that, like after you went off of the letrozole, no, what's the other one?
Kisqali?
No, what's the other one? Letrozole. They went down a little bit. There was like a
tiny bit,
but enough that like
it was kind of like,
okay, cool, like that.
Great,
maybe that's it.
So we thought the letrozole was the problem, but then they went up the next week, and then they went up again. So then, no, I don't know, but it's just all running together. But ultimately, before vacation, she consulted with GI, and GI looked at my whole 6-month history of meds and all the things, and then noticed Augmentin, because I had a sinus infection in May, like early May. And then we're like, well, that can stay in your system, like cause elevated liver enzymes for 3 to 5 months. So then we're like, okay, well, it's the Augmentin, or it's the Kisqali, or both.
Yeah, but
because
it seemed like GI was pretty confident.
They were, yeah. And like my oncologist said, she's like, yes, I'm an expert in cancer drugs, but I'm not an expert in all these other drugs. So I'm, we're kind of having to tag team together. So then she was okay with me going back on the letrozole, because at that point, that was the least likely culprit of the issues. And at least then I was on both the ovarian suppression injection that I get every month, and then I also was back on the aromatase inhibitor. And so then we were going on vacation, so I didn't get blood work for 2 weeks. So then I got it when I got back on Monday, and they shot up a lot, so that sucks. So I immediately stopped taking the letrozole, and I am now waiting. So I'm going to get blood work tomorrow, which is Friday. And I'm hoping maybe they'll go down a little bit. But I did message her, and I just said, if they don't go down, I want to go actually see GI and get more tests done. We are, I think, pretty confident that it's nothing to do with cancer in my liver. It's most likely medication liver injury or drug-induced liver injury because of the nature of the drugs that I'm on. And the PET scan that I had right at the beginning of June was completely clear. I have no history of liver metastases. Not to say that in the future I couldn't, but because my cancer was responding so well in all the other areas, like it's highly unlikely that it has anything to do with the cancer in my liver. The problem is my bilirubin also was a little elevated, and alkaline phosphatates, I forget what the word is, I always mess that one up, were a little elevated. So that could potentially like signal that there's like some issues then going on.
And that's this one was the first time those went up.
Yeah.
Really should be.
Yeah. But I'm not having any liver symptoms. So I don't have any jaundice. I don't have any like yellow eye stuff going on. I don't have upper right abdominal pain. I'm not having any nausea. I'm not having like any of those things, like X mark next to each one. No issues. So yeah, that's where we're at. But it's just frustrating because one, we don't know what it is still. And two, I'm on one of the medications. I'm getting the shot still, but like that's it right now. And so that's like a little bit of a weird place to be that I don't like being, because I want to be on these drugs right now.
Yeah. Like I don't think it's weird. I hate it.
You're having a hard time.
Yes, because like we have evidence that they were working so well.
I know.
And now I feel like you're just kind of like a sitting duck.
And I think something for people that aren't familiar with all of this to know, like it's a fairly common issue to have elevated liver enzymes and liver issues on these meds. That's the problem, right? Like so many of these medications are doing great things for the cancer. However, they create all these side effects. Yeah. And some side effects you just can deal with, like elevated liver numbers and like liver injury is not something I can live with. Like we have to fix that problem. So it's not something we can just be like, it's fine. Oh, well, like we're going to not worry about it. So there are other meds within those families that I can go on. It's just before we start those meds, we have to figure out which one it actually is. And we have to see them starting to come down first.
Yeah.
Because then otherwise, if they're not coming down and they're still going up, then like, well, is it one of these new ones that we entered? It's just a whole thing.
No, yeah.
So
how are you feeling about all of this? Like from my perspective, you've been taking it very well in stride, but I don't know if you're hiding anything from me.
I'm living in my head a lot, and
Since when?
Well, and I think that goes back to like the vacation thing. Like the vacation, post-vacation letdown for me is always a problem. Like, I don't know. Do you notice that about me in life in general?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think paired with my newer diagnosis, paired with uncertainty with meds, it's just like escalated more, I think. So I think I'm just like in a place of not doomsday thoughts, but like more of those spiraling thoughts, and I have less control over them. It's not like it was back in the winter, but I have less control of some of them because I feel so out of control with things right now.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm not like crying left and right or anything like that. It's just it's the unknowns. It's the reminders that I'm living with this forever, and the reminders that this is not going to be the first time something like this happens. And I think it just, once again, kind of sucks because I look fine and I can act fine, but that doesn't mean I am fine. And I think that's just, I don't know, for people to always keep that in mind. Like everybody is dealing with things. And so give grace and take a breath and show compassion and do kind things. Yeah. Because I can look completely fine to anybody that sees me. But dealing with some pretty heavy things.
Yeah, very heavy.
So
how's the process played out in a way that you're comfortable with?
What do you mean?
Why is it so damn slow?
So basically, you just want to voice that you're frustrated. So Mike is the type of person that needs answers 10 minutes before the question's actually asked. Like,
no, but
he
just right
can't-
after it was fine.
No, you need them like yesterday. But before anything actually even happens, he cannot handle waiting. You're not patient. You're just a little bit like a child in that way. And I compare you a little bit to Everett right now. Like, he has no patience. He wants what he wants when he wants it. And that's kind of how you are lately with this stuff. And I get it. 100% I get it. But there are also times where I'm like, I can't deal with you with this right now. Like, I need you just to pull it together.
Yeah.
And deal with it in your own head, or like talk to somebody else about it. Because yes, I am frustrated, but I cannot make you feel better right now.
I know.
So
I'm sorry.
No.
It's just
like, I know why you're frustrated, and I feel that too, but like, I don't need to hear it 10 times more from you. I think that's sometimes like where I get.
But you're going to hear it one more time from me because no one else has heard it. So, but what I'm frustrated with is, I get it. Like, they have to find out what the culprit is. I get that. I think it's just like, they seem so relaxed on their side. Like, as far as like, oh yeah, we'll wait till this and then we'll figure this out and we'll keep going. And then it was kind of like, you had to push a little bit to like see if it was GI stuff, or like to say like,
No,
hey, like,
I didn't.
Recently, like you said, hey, like
I mentioned it, but she said, oh yeah, I'll definitely send you to GI.
But it's like, I guess I want more proactivity on their part. And also the bulk of the communication has been like a 3-line my chart message. Like, I don't know. I thought people, like, you hear stories of people like getting calls from their doctor.
And she has called me a couple different times.
Oh,
she called me Monday night.
I didn't know that.
Let's talk about
Monday
that.
night? Yeah.
Okay, listen. Again, you all have heard Mike talk at this point multiple times. He spirals. And he doesn't handle things well when he can't talk directly to me about what is going on. So, Monday, I am heading out the door to support group. Okay. I am walking out the door as she's calling me. First of all, the service up to where I'm going is terrible. I'm not going to be able to talk to Mike on the phone. Also, he is home with our 2 small children. Putting Mike in a stressful situation that he cannot control when he is also in charge of our children by himself is not always like the best situation. And I know this. So I'm like, I am not putting him into this right now. And I'm also not doing that to them because they're going to go have fun doing slip and slides and whatever for a little bit. Okay. Plus also I'm going to support group. Like, I need to focus on that because this is for me right now, remind you. Okay. But she did call me at 5:40 at night. So then what happened after support group was I had to then drive to the hockey rink because Mike is reffing hockey that night. So again, even if I had called him on the way to support group and told him, he would have been stewing for an hour while I'm in support group. And then I would have been driving home. But also, he is now reffing 2 hockey games that night. And he will not get home till midnight? So I'm like, he cannot go reffing hockey with his mind spinning in all these different ways and freaking out about things he can't control, which we all know he is going to do. And so in my mind, it was better for me to sit on this for a little bit and tell him the next day when he could actually talk to me and not spiral. Plus, he was going to be up super late and then have to go to work the next morning. And I knew, because I know him, he was not going to sleep if I told him this news and then I didn't get a chance to talk to him and he had all these questions that I, 1, don't have the answers to, but 2, can't even just be like, it's fine, we're going to figure it out and do all the things to calm you down. Because yes, I am a little bit like your therapist sometimes. How you feel about that? So you're right. I didn't tell you right away. Was it that big of a deal? No.
Did you just withhold information, or did I ask, hey, did you get your results?
And I said I didn't. I did lie.
Okay.
And I did it for a good reason.
I get it. And look, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I totally get what you're saying.
We are different people. If you found out that information, you could tell me and I can handle it and I can go about the rest of the night with no problems. You, on the other hand, no offense, I love you, but you don't handle things well like that by yourself.
Okay. I won't argue that, but now I just want you to know, just like this week, at times, like, you've been kind of like not in a great mood or like you seem like you've been disconnected, because of Monday, I will always be worrying that you're holding something for me. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to hold that over your head or anything. I just want you to know like that now I'm scared.
I need you to get over it.
Okay.
There are going to be times where it's not the best time to tell you something.
I know. No,
and,
I get
or
it.
I just need to sit with it by myself for a little bit.
And look, like I'm glad we're having this talk right now because I think it's not unique to us and it's not unique just to cancer discussions. It's about a lot of things. Couples have these issues and,
And like to advocate, I mean, you 100% deserve to know everything. I mean, we are married, we have children, like we love each other, all the things. And I'm not going to ever like not tell you something, but some things can wait 24 hours. That is not a make or break thing that I kept from you. I also personally, because of sometimes how you get upset and process things, I needed time to sit with it myself and be frustrated and upset without again, no offense, I love you, but I can't always I had to take care of you sometimes, and it's and walk you through it. And I could not do both at the same time. I had to sit with it myself.
Yeah. No, I get it. And
you're great in a lot of scenarios, but right now when it comes to my health and those types of things, you're and the uncertainty, you're not always great.
Yeah.
And I love you.
That is fair.
Thanks.
And it's your information. And
it's our information. You 100%, I'm not going to keep things from you.
I know.
I just want you to know
you're
that.
Totally right. And I kind of wish I just didn't even ask you before you left for group if you've heard anything.
I mean, you asked me 4 times, and I did feel bad every time I said no.
I know.
I'm sure you were suspicious because I do hear quickly.
Oh, always so quick.
I know.
Yeah,
but I could not tell you.
I know, but I still love you.
Love you too.
Even if you just spent the last 10 minutes bashing the heck out of me.
Hey, there's things that we both need to work on.
What's yours? Putting Kaela on the spot.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
I'm perfect.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
I'm so good.
Yeah.
I'm great. How about this? Grocery shopping.
Yeah. It's Thursday. You haven't gone grocery shopping.
I did twice.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Don't even.
No. Okay. Well, if you're watching the video right now, it looks like we're in 2 completely different locations. We're literally sitting across the table from each other. Watch.
I think we've talked about this before.
Hi. But the lighting behind me in this whatever room this is, front room, family room, is bad and not on right now. And the lighting behind you is so nice. It actually looks like a Zoom or Teams background.
Yeah, except my hair is the exact same color as our cabinets right now.
It really is.
So
it really is. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about. So tomorrow you're going to go in for more blood work.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully we see some progress there because I need to see it. Hopefully
I know.
you get it. So I'm sure, like I said, you're handling it very great. What do you do looking down at your puncture? You got your shot today.
I did. And it is. It's like somebody stabbed me with a dull pencil tip.
But yeah, so that's where we are there, and
I'm fully preparing myself for it to go high again, and I need a consult with GI. And if it goes down, great, perfect. But I'm telling myself it's not for right now.
Right.
Even though I'm overall everything will be fine, but right now I just can't hype myself up too much.
Yeah.
All right, that was a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we talked about it. Thank you. I know you kind of didn't want to. And
I didn't.
The last episode before Candace's, you didn't really want to talk about liver stuff. So
I think I'm struggling with, not that we're influencers, but we are sharing.
Stop saying influencer.
Well, but what is the term?
I don't know.
And we're not that. That's what I'm saying. We're not that. We have we don't even have 500 followers. But generally speaking, I'm a pretty open book about things. However, putting it out into the entire universe, I'm not quite there yet with instantaneous word vomit of everything I'm going through. And I think, we're kind of walking that line between okay, how much of our kids are we showing on there? How much are in the moment are we sharing things? I don't know, it's just a balance and we got to figure that out. But I think sometimes again, just I kind of need to sit with things with just myself. I think also needing to like sit with it before I share it with like our close circle of people, and then like beyond that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's a good reminder.
Working
Like
through that.
any like news people have, like it's yours to figure out how, who, and when, and
Yeah, and I don't ever want
when you
anyone to
share
be
that
like
news.
offended by it.
Yeah.
Thinking like specific to our close circle of people. But sometimes like it's just a lot. And it kind of goes back to like, I'm not just cancer. So I don't want all these conversations that we have with our friends and family to be like circled around that. And not that I don't ever not want to talk about it, but at the same time, I don't want that to be like the focal point of my existence either.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's fair.
yep. I don't know. Just we're figuring it out.
We are.
Yep.
All right. Let's move off from this unless you...
No, I'm good.
Perfect. So you mentioned before in previous episodes that you're volunteering with Light Up NBC.
Yes.
And one thing they do is they get like landmarks, like buildings, anything that has like colored lights to light up for NBC awareness. And that this year it's October. Is it always October 13th?
Yeah.
Yes. And you have been reaching out to a lot of
I know. I still have more I
landmarks.
have to do.
You've been doing some work in like Pittsburgh, Cleveland. You've reached out to some local ones,
Yeah.
and you've had some success.
Yeah, I think so far I have 3 or 4 brand new ones that have not lit up before. And then a handful of repeat ones. I have a handful, more than a handful, that I haven't heard back from yet. So I need to actually follow up with that. What else? Some more that I just still have to reach out to initially because they were ones that I added in like later on. It's a lot more time consuming than somebody might think because you have to figure out who the heck you're going to contact, and figuring out these contacts is really hard.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's fun, exciting. I don't know. It's fun to feel like I'm like doing something
Yeah.
to be a part of something bigger.
Yeah.
So
What's it like when you get an email back from someone? They're like, sure, yeah, we'd love to do this.
it's exciting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Why?
I feel like I'm more excited when I see them than you.
I think because I'm like, why wouldn't you want to light up? Like,
Yeah.
come on, hello.
We're not gonna put anyone on blast here, but one of them that you reached out to was like, yeah, we can do this, but it's $1,500 for nonprofits to advertise or whatever. Like, I think they used the word advertise.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do.
yeah.
Like, what? I'm not lighting up for somebody's birthday. Like,
Right.
well, okay, fine.
It's a
If I want
nonprofit, and you want them to pay $1,500 to light up your decently
Thing.
sized
a
landmark.
big landmark in a populous area.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever.
That was kind of disheartening.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like Sherwin-Williams down in Cleveland, it's a new building, and their lighting. We just heard back that their lighting is not going to be ready by October for that. So, I'm going to email them back and ask if we can contact them again next year. So yeah.
That's great. I love that
I
you're
have
doing
more.
it. Like,
I have more to do.
I know you're excited about it
Feeling the pressure.
from the beginning when you started talking to them, and you were kind of like gung ho for it. And you reached out to so many people even then. So it's exciting to see even a couple come back and say absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So-
I mean, even like where we live, the town hall. I mean, we live in a really tiny town, and they are lighting up, which is great. So,
Yeah, we got to figure out one of the colors though.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Yeah.
We just got that email today.
Yep.
So
Yeah, so that go through.
yeah, so it's exciting.
Okay. And then the last thing I have, so there is another, it's like an account, a podcast, Living Our Breast Lives.
Yeah.
That's Ren. I can't remember I'm terrible at full
Yes,
names,
you
though.
got it right.
But yeah, she's been doing a segment, a legacy statement or segment, and you were featured on as one of those. So
I was. So back in June, like early June, I think, she put it out there on her Instagram that she does various segments throughout the year, and people can offer to be on it for like whatever it is that she's kind of focusing on. And so I was kind of like, well, I don't know. Like, I've only had this for 6 months, but I'm just going to put it out there and she can decide yes or no. Yeah. So it's called The Legacy We Live, and it's about exploring purpose, impact, joy, and the meaningful ways we leave our mark on the world. So her message, and I'm just going to read it from here because I'm not going to be able to summarize it any better than this. Too often, metastatic breast cancer conversations focus on loss, statistics, and uncertainty, which is why this segment was brought to life. We must continue to shift the focus toward something equally as important, the lives we are living right now. So I had, asked her, and then she, I think, messaged me on the side, and just, there's like a Google form and then a video I did. And every day in July, somebody else is being featured, and it's various different subtypes and ages. And so it was just kind of telling them about us and our diagnosis, and then answering questions about like what will be our greatest legacy and what has metastatic breast cancer taught us about making the most of today, and lessons that our loved ones could learn from our lived experience with it. And then what part of our story are we most proud of? And then the last one was if we could leave a message behind for future metastatic breast cancer thrivers, what would it be? So that is on our Instagram. So that was cool to get an opportunity to be a part of that. Yeah.
You did a great job with it. Like your video was really well done, obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. Last thing I have for you is, what have you been doing for yourself?
Let's see. Well, on vacation, I'm trying to think. I mean, really, like, just being at the beach. Like, I just like sitting at the beach sometimes. And I know that is your least favorite thing to do, but I just like to sit in my chair at the beach.
Hey, I had a great time.
And I am tan for myself. Yeah. For me. Okay. I'm in my One Piece era now. I'm putting it out there because here's the thing. All women have body things going on, right? And men too. But then you get thrown into menopause and your whole body is different and things don't fit the same way and you gain weight and your metabolism sucks. And there's just so many things about that. Plus I have small kids and I'm running around and in the water with them and leaning over, and not that I have a whole lot up here anyway, but still. I'm just wearing one pieces right now, and it's actually great. I am so much more comfortable.
Good.
I don't know. I know you don't really care about one pieces, but just want to put it out there that if anybody has been struggling with, I feel like I should wear a two-piece. No, you don't have to. And if you've been rocking one piece for a long time, good for you.
Yeah.
Wear what you're comfortable in. So.
I think it's awesome.
So yeah, there's that. What else? We were in the water with the kids. We paddleboarded. I went to yoga twice.
You did?
I set my alarm on vacation and I went up to yoga on the beach. So that was fun. And I read a book. Still reading more books. Actually, I scratched that. I read a book and I stopped reading the book.
You did, yeah. You were reading it on the drive home and you're like, I don't like this. And I was like, just stop.
I know. And I have always been mainly a person, so I love to read. Always have. And thank goodness Liam is becoming a little bookworm like me, because everything he does now, reading in the car, taking books everywhere with him, is exactly how I was at that age. But if anybody tells me to read a book, I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, I could probably count on 2 fingers how many books I actually read in high school.
2 fingers?
Yeah. I didn't even read 5 books in high school that I was supposed to read. Spark Notes were my best friend. I cannot be told to read something that I'm not interested in.
Doesn't surprise me.
However, if I choose to read a book, I really struggle with not finishing it. And this book I was not into it. And I got to I was only at 45%. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I still have more than half this book to read. And you were like, just stop. And I'm like, you know what? Why? Yeah. Why am I wasting this time reading this book that I'm not interested in? So I stopped.
Good for you.
And on my Goodreads now, I can mark did not finish. So that I think was a lot of it, because I had marked that I started it, and then I could actually mark it as did not finish.
DNF.
I know, so that's exciting. But I'm reading another one that I do like. So, and I don't know, how many books do I have on my nightstand right now? At least 8.
Your nightstand's so messy. It is.
Let's talk about your side of the room and your extra closet that you have created. Oh, that closet is called a recliner.
All right, I think this is a good time to wrap this up. But no, I'm glad you're doing stuff for yourself.
And I'm back at the Hive.
You are. You went this morning super early.
5:30.
Yeah.
Woke up at 5.
That's good.
Yep. And I went last night.
Uh-huh.
So, shout out to Lindsay.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have anything else, Kate, before we send this off?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for listening. Like I said, we're on YouTube now, so go watch us there. You can listen to us everywhere you get your podcasts. We have some exciting episodes coming up with some new guests, so please stay tuned for those.
Yeah.
And with that said, thanks for listening.
All right. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.